That was a PowerPoint presentation up there. What else? Here's the other thing I wanted to say about the N word, right? This is a good way. I really haven't really flushed this thought out. It just came to me. Um, and y'all probably can help me flush it out in what I'm trying to say. Um, how non-black people adapted the word nigga and feel entitled to use it, right? Because they grew up in a neighborhood. To me, is somewhat the same way um, hip hop embraced gang culture, right? Now, like an example would be somebody learning how to crip walk, right? And just because you could dance and you could do the moves, right? That don't give you the right to crip walk. Like that means something to some people. You know what I'm saying? That may be offensive to some people. You might go down the wrong neighborhood and doing that shit and then niggas start shooting at your goddamn feet, right? But because you see Snoop do it or WC or anybody from the West Coast doing it, it's the same thing why like people throwing up gang signs that ain't in the gang, right? That's the equivalent to me of non-black people using the word nigga and feel entitled to it the same way hip hop heads feel entitled to say, yo, what up, blood? Or what up, cuz? Like, cause you so comfortable with hearing them say blood and cuz that you start calling your homies bloods and cuz and shit, and you ain't even in no gang. It's like Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, uh, Soldier Boy, how they all just popped out and all of a sudden they feel entitled that they could say they Bloods and Crips and never got jumped in, never killed nobody. Like it's real gang members. That's like, yo, how is Chris Brown a blood? Or how is Soldier Boy a blood? Or how is Lil Wayne a blood? Right? They adopted the culture because it became a part of hip hop culture, and now they feel entitled to be a part of the gang when they never even some niggas never even been at California, Chicago, or St. Louis, where a lot of the gangs originated at, right? A lot of y'all started wearing bandanas, right? That's gang culture. But you felt like because Snoop did it and he's hip hop, or NWA or whoever, Ice T, whoever, right? The whole bandana thing, Tupac with the band in the front. You just see other niggas started rocking the bandanas, right? Now everybody is like, just because you're a part of hip hop, you feel like you could do the gang shit, right? Niggas want to be cool, so they just throwing up anything. You know what I'm saying? Niggas taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? You'll see niggas throwing up the East Coast. Like, nigga ain't even in no game, right? But they feel like because it's part of hip hop culture that they can do it too. Like the people that grew up around black people feel like they can call them niggas. Like you can say to a nigga, yo, what's cracking? You ain't no Crip to be saying it was cracking. But you may have grown up around a bunch of Crips, or you might have some Crip homeboys, and you just used to them using that shit. So you get comfortable enough, and they may accept it coming from you, even though you're not a Crip, but because you the homie, they may accept you saying, yo, what's cracking? Or what's up, Lo? Right? Even though you not a Crip. But just because you from the neighborhood and everybody in the neighborhood is calling each other Lo, and you from a Crip neighborhood, and you like, yo, Lo, what up, yo? You know what I'm saying? You might call him Lo because you know that he is a Crip and or whatever. You might not be a Crip. And he may accept you calling him Lo because you from the neighborhood. It's the same thing to me with the nigga and the non-blacks. And because people say, oh man, y'all niggas in New York, y'all started that. Y'all allowed that. In the South, we wasn't letting nobody call us nigga. Because in the South, it was different. They was heavily growing up around burning crosses, lynchings, you know what I'm saying? Dogs, things like that, and really being called niggas. We get New Yorkers get the blame because of us growing up in the melting pot. New York is a melting pot. Motherfuckers come from everywhere and they come to New York before they go anywhere else. New York, California, these are the places, maybe Texas too. These are the first places people are coming. Florida, when they coming into this country. Immigrants. These are the melting pot states. So when you're growing up with these people and stuff, yes, we are very guilty of, letting allowing Puerto Ricans to call us nigger because they grew up with us. Yeah, we are very guilty of it. I'm not going to sit there and lie and say that we are not uh responsible as a culture in a city to allow that to happen. But these are our brothers and sisters, technically growing up in the neighborhood. And some of us then had girlfriends and had babies with Spanish people. Like we intermingle with each other. So it became a thing where it didn't seem offensive to us. But when you look back at it in hindsight and where it's going and how I got out of hand and dudes like Fat Joe saying it when he mad and saying it when he not mad, and you don't know when he's using it in an offensive way because he use it when he's mad and when he's not mad. So now you don't know if he's saying nigger or nigga. You know what I mean? But that's just one example of it. But honestly speaking, we definitely got to try to dead that. We got it. We do at this point. Like I know I've outgrown saying that anybody can say it because anybody can't say it. And for those people that just sit there and want to fight to say it, I'm questioning it. What the F is wrong with you? Why do you feel entitled to say something that don't apply to you when you got your own derogatory words for your culture? Like, why would you want to fight to be able to say that? Why would you want to feel entitled to be able to say that?